redecorating, organizing, enhancing my living environment. Exactly what this wall needed. Oh my god, he's looking so cute. There's a lot of stuff, I'm gonna warn you. Love the way that this looks. All of these books that we choose from the TBR jar will end up on a pull. Hello, my sunny bays. Welcome back. I'm so glad you could make it. And can I speak? Clearly not. I need more coffee. In today's hangout, we're going to be doing a couple of things, and I'm very excited. And I'm in such a good mood right now. I don't know what it is. We're going to be doing a couple of things, like I want to show you the progress that I made in my house. You guys know from the previous video that I've been doing a lot of mini home projects because I wanted to pour all of my creativity into getting the best or the most out of my mortgage, but also just kind of revamping some spaces to inspire me and just spark some joy, because truly I have not had this much fun in a very long time when it comes to redecorating, organizing, enhancing my living environment. I've truly just been so bored with the state of my house lately, so this was like the perfect way to jump right back into making my home a little bit more cozy and homey, and I just love it. I love how far we've gotten. Make sure to watch the previous video if you are interested in seeing what the current state of my home looked like, well, before I started doing this whole home revamp journey, because the background information that was shared there and the context will help you understand exactly where we are in the process. Since we last hung out, I have brought into my home a beautiful new bookcase from World Market, and I'm going to show you the finished result because I already put the bookshelf together and decorated it and everything. I had such a blast, and the results are transformative, if I can say so myself, and you will have to see it for yourself to make that judgment. It just looks so good, and I am dying to show you. Oh, another thing that I was able to accomplish from the last hangout is move my Ikea dresser into the primary closet. I'm so happy with that decision because it actually looks like I am building my own version of a FAQS built-in closet system, and it just is the best thing that I could have done with the space, because it truly looks like when you walk into the closet, the organization and the presentation as well, just visually, aesthetically, it all looks so much better than it did before with the wire hangers. That wasn't a look, so we got rid of that, put the dresser in, and I think we're going to buy another dresser to put next to it and push it together so it looks like one ginormous wide dresser. There's still a lot of work to do when it comes to organization, home decor, decluttering, continuing all of those things. It's a long process, but we'll do it together, and I hope this kind of inspires you to rethink your space maybe, especially if you're feeling a little bit tired, uninspired, unmotivated by the space that you're in. It's a great way to kind of curate things a little differently, see your home in a different perspective. So anyway, that was a long intro. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to the bedroom so I can do the grand reveal. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to reveal this mess, but it is in the alleyway right now because these are all the things that I am getting rid of from my home. I still need to sort through everything and make sure that I have the time to like take care of that business. But in the meantime, that's just going to stay right there, unfortunately. Anyway, so try to ignore that every single time that we walk through this hallway. Okay, I am standing in front of my bedroom right now, and it just looks so good. I still have a couple of things that are coming in either today or tomorrow from Amazon. I bought a new lamp to go next to the bookshelf. So this lamp right here that you'll see in just a second is going to be replaced shortly. Before I turn you around so you can see the result, this footage right here on my left, this is what it looked like before. You can see that I moved the dresser into the primary closet, so it was just an empty blank wall. But now, oh my God, are you ready? Are you ready? I am entering my bedroom, and you see the beautiful bookshelf on the left. It just brings in so much more warmth to this bedroom space, because before I explained that I didn't really love my bedroom decor because everything was just very stark. There was too much contrast because I had so many white ivory furniture, and then like I have the gray bed frame. There's some pieces that are black, and even my vanity is white, so it just lacked a bit of warmth and homey coziness. So I just feel like this bookshelf was exactly what this wall needed. It looks so stunning. I'm literally obsessed with it. I look at it every single morning that I wake up, every night that I fall asleep. It's just amazing. Okay, I just feel like this is literally the perfect size for this wall because it's not too big where it spans across the entire wall, where I feel like if it did that, it'll just look a little too overwhelming and clunky. It's just taking up just the right amount of space, and the height of it is also perfect because I can still place some taller items up at the very top shelf. As you can see there, I have a vase of flowers and a couple of other things, but I don't feel like it's too grand where it's like the only statement piece in this room. So anyway, let me give you a mini tour of all the things that are on this shelf because I feel like that would be interesting to go through. Okay, so we got completely sidetracked from the last time that I spoke with you. It's been a full day. I can't even conjure up an excuse to tell you why I got sidetracked because I completely don't even remember. But I'm pretty sure something caught my attention and then the day just kind of tracked on by and I did not pick up the camera yesterday after that. So I'm so sorry. Charlie and I actually stopped by Ikea and we did buy the dresser that I really wanted to purchase to put inside the primary closet right here. So I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have energy to build that today. So maybe that'll be in a future video, but I will show you what it currently looks like with one of the dressers inside. That is eventually going to get replaced by the same one that I bought and that is sitting downstairs. However, I think I want two of them, like I said, next to each other. So I have one just to try out, and then I'll just put it next to the dresser that's already in there. And then if I like the look of it, then I will replace the old dresser out with the new one and just buy another one to like replace that with. Does that make sense? I'm so sorry. I'm rambling. And it's because I've just had a really long day. I've been awake since I want to say 5 a.m. this morning. Anyway, okay, let's go and do the bookshelf tour since that's probably what you're most interested in seeing. All right, I'm gonna turn you around so you can see what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and start with the very top shelf right here. It's pretty simple. The vase and the flowers, these are dried flowers from Idle Wild Flower Co. It's a small women-owned business in California, and I used to have a subscription with them because their flowers are beautiful and also they last forever. Like I've had this bouquet for months and months and months and it still looks absolutely stunning. I think I had it since January actually. So it's been like well over 5-6 months and they are thriving still. Next to it, I have my tower of necklaces. So I don't wear any of these necklaces, to be honest. I feel like I could definitely declutter some of them or gift them to friends. But for right now, it looks cute as decor because the height of this tower is a bit tall. I couldn't fit it in any of the lower shelves, so that's just staying there for now. Right next to it, this is my memoir box with mementos and things. So I keep that there. I have like handwritten letters that I've gotten from friends and family over the years. And on the right side, there's this like little cute basket that currently holds like miscellaneous items that are related to my handbags, like extra straps and things like that. Now we're gonna go down to the second shelf. These are all of my all-time favorite books over here. Some of them are 5 stars, others are like 4.5 or like above in terms of rating. But these are just like the most memorable books that I've ever read in my life that I have in physical forms. I have these little like bookends from World Market. Also, this whole bookshelf, by the way, is also from World Market in case I didn't say so, but I will have everything linked in the description in case you're curious. Okay, so next we have a framed photo of me and Chubbs during our wedding day. And then I have this like cute little decor that has like the day, date, and month over here. I got this from Jenna for my birthday. And then this is a charcuterie board setup. These are like, it's a set. It was a gift from Charlie's, Chubbs, my husband, his coworkers when we got married. So I thought this was perfect next to our wedding photo. And then I have just like a couple of bottles here for decor because I thought the green was really pretty with like all these like wood colors. The next shelf here, this is like the middle shelf. If I back up, you can kind of see. the positioning. So this is the most, I would say, accessible shelf out of all of these, because in terms of height, this is where I can like actually reach for things and use it. So it's more practical, utilitarian focused. So on the left side, I have my jewelry box that I got from the Container Store. I just, have all of my jewelry stored in here. And it also has like a ring compartment over here. And then I have this small little mirror. Hello. I got this, oh my gosh, from probably Target or something. It was a long time ago. So I just use it to look at myself putting on earrings and stuff. It's helpful when I'm putting on jewelry. And then I have perfumes. This is Chubb's watch roll. He keeps all of his watches in here. And then I have this candle warmer. So this used to be inside my office, but I decided to move it here because I really liked it as a mood setting type of like candle warmer. I mean, it does help the room smell really good too. And obviously I don't want to light an actual candle underneath a bookshelf since it can literally catch on fire. I mean, most likely it wouldn't because it's too high up, like it's too tall, but I just don't take the risk. I don't need to be burning down the house. And then here I have this little cup. It's a cocktail coupe that I got from, oh my gosh, where did I get it? Sur La Table. And I actually like to put my wedding rings in there when I'm not wearing them. And no, that's not the last shelf. This is second to last shelf. I have all of the books that I also have really loved, or they're just like books that I have read that I have in physical form. So all the books are right here for now. I do think in the future, I might move all of my books to the downstairs studio and make that into an at-home library and keep all of my books in one place. But for now, I do really like how this looks on this shelf. So I have some of my books here. I just finished reading Yesteryear. What a wild time. And then I have all of my special edition covers of Sarah J. Maas World, Universe, whatever you want to call it. I have some other romantasy books here that I've read. And at the very bottom shelf, oh, Romper really wants to say hi. Hello. He has his little snoot on because he just ate dinner. I'm going to take this off of him. This helps his ears be out of his food bowl and everything because Cavaliers tend to get ear infections a lot. And those little snoods help them be clean. Oh my God, he's looking so cute. All right, let's get back to business. So at the very bottom shelf here, I have this little pedestal that I got from Amazon. I don't know exactly what I want to do with it. Maybe as a bookend because it is quite heavy and can keep my books from falling. Since with these bookshelves, it's supposed to have like a pole at the end, but I decided to forego it since I like the minimal look better without the black poles at the very end of the bookcase. Anyway, that can be used as a bookend. And then I have my Ralph Lauren coffee tote. This is so cute. I was going to use it as like a hobby cafe tote bag that I would bring to work or whatever, or journal and stuff like that. But I actually really like it as decor because I'm a huge fan of Ralph's. So I just have it there for now. I haven't really used it out or anything, but she is so cute on the bottom here. This is like a wire basket from Target that I don't really use for anything. So I put that there as a bookend. More books that I've read so far. And then at the very right side, you can see a ginormous candle that is also being used as a bookend. And Romper is continuously trying to get attention. Alrighty, sir. Okay, you're very cute. All right, but that is everything on the bookshelf. I cannot explain how much I adore this setup. It's so cute. And I just feel like it makes this space look so much more unique. It provides a bit of color, warmth, and texture. So I am really happy with this setup so far. I have one quick other note to mention. So this lamp right here, I do like it, but I think I need something a little bit slimmer because every time that I walk out of my primary closet, this lamp threatens to hit me in the head because I take a sharp left turn and don't realize that the lamp is right there, and I've almost hit my head on it several times. And I also would like something that's a little bit more discreet, since the bookshelf, I want it to be a little bit more of the statement, like focus piece. So remember I said that I was getting a new lamp? It is here. So this is the one that I purchased. I got it from Amazon because they were having a sale. This is the brand name Govee, and it's their floor lamp 2. I looked at all the different models, and I feel like this one is going to be the one that provides the most oomph, bells and whistles, without me paying like over $100 for a lamp. So this one was on sale for, I want to say, like maybe $70 or so. I might be wrong, but I'll definitely go ahead and link it. But I do eventually want to set this up and then place it right where this lamp is. So yeah, this is supposed to look very discreet, and it's very slim. Obviously, it's just like a bar, but you can change the temperature of the light. You can also change the colors. You can sync it to the beat of the music. If you have a speaker, you can connect it to Alexa, like all of those things. So it's so cool. It's a very smart technology lamp. I don't think I've ever owned anything like this, so I'm excited to set this up, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that in this hangout with you, but we'll see. And I also want to show you what the dresser situation looks like in the primary closet now, since I was able to do that since we last hung out. Okay, are you ready? There's a lot of stuff, I'm gonna warn you, and it's not organized yet, but remember it had the wires all across here in the last video? Now we have the dresser inside. It looks so much better, and I just feel like it's giving built-in closet vibes, does it not? I love it. And then right now on the top, obviously all of this is going to get more organized and moved around once I have another set of dresser here. But the idea is I'm going to replace this with the new dresser that I got from Ikea. But for now, because I want a set of 2, so it would be like 1, 2, because it comes together, it comes together. It's like one unit, but it has 6 drawers. I want another one that has a set of 6, so it'll be in total 12 drawers across this entire wall. So I'm going to move, obviously, like this temporary solution. These are just like shelves that I got from Amazon for a, in the interim, and it's keeping all of my bottoms, like pants, jeans, skirts, those are on here right now. I'm gonna move all of those off of here, remove the black shelving away, put the dresser right here, and store all of these bottoms in the dresser. And then also I have all of my sweatsuits. These are all going to go into a dresser as well, along with everything that is in this wire kind of shelving system that I got from the Container Store as a temporary solution. So all of the things in here are also going to move into one of the drawers in the dresser. So once I am able to install the second one right here. So it's just gonna look so much better, it being like a continuous dresser situation across the wall. And then my wires are all here, my clothes are hung and everything. But yeah, that is the plan. I bought a different style of dresser, not this particular one, because I wanted ones with a handle. So for now, this dresser is just going to stay because I need more drawers. So the new one that we have downstairs from Ikea, we're gonna put it here and then use this one for now, and then eventually we're also going to replace this one with the same style with the handles. I hope all of that makes sense, but once things are all installed and built and it's placed here, you'll see what I'm saying. Gonna look so much better than what I have right now, because I just really want to get rid of this situation and then this wire basket like container situation, and then I obviously need to take these clothes off the floor. And if you're curious on the other side what we also have these. Yeah, I'm just trying to consolidate as much as I can. This is a pretty spacious primary closet, and I'm very, very happy with the amount of space here, but I'm just doing a terrible job right now of like, I don't know, I just need more drawers. That's what I need. So that's what we're going to tackle with the dressers from Ikea. And I'm very excited. I'll show you in the next hangout what the final result looks like. I mean, I'm sure this is going to be a work in progress for a long-term, you know, situation. But yeah, I will definitely keep you posted on the progress. Please ignore the mess in the background, but these are the packages that we have from Ikea for the dresser, the new one that we're going to put upstairs. And then let me show you a couple of other items that I bought from Ikea today because I'm very, very excited about it. And they are plant related. Wow, can I speak? I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. First things first, this is the planter that I bought. Isn't she so beautiful? It reminds me of my car because my car is green and I'm just obsessed with this color. I got it to fit more of like my bigger plants that are in nursery pots. So this can like hide the ugly nursery pot situation inside here. And it's decorative. So I'm so happy about this. It has like a fluted design and I think the paint color is just beautiful. So I don't exactly know which plant I'm going to house in this, but at least I have it for a future, you know, plant decor situation. And then I bought another plant like basket type of holder. Let me show you. It's kind of hard to explain. This already has a plant in it because I just popped them in. But oh my gosh, it's this basket one. I thought it was just so pretty. And this is actually a bit more expensive. I think it was like $25 or something, but I think it's worth it because it does give a very like homey, cozy vibe with this like kind of basket weave jute kind of material. So I popped in my very bushy large plant and it fits it so well. So I really love the way that this looks and I'm just placing it in the corner of my house right now. One other thing that I purchased is this, what is this called? It's basically a plant stand and this is what it's supposed to look like. I do have to assemble it, but I do not have the energy to assemble anything today. So we're not gonna be doing that, but it looks like this and I'm hoping that I can place one of my plants that are already kind of floating around the house and pop this under so that it just looks a little bit more intentional and the plants aren't like super low to the ground. I think it'll look really nice to be just sitting on this instead of just on the floor. And that is it. That's everything that I got from Ikea today. I'm just so ecstatic to put the dresser together so that my primary closet can be at its best. And it is time to optimize and enhance my wardrobe experience, if you will. I just love being able to like walk in there and just seeing everything organized and in their right place. It'll be so much easier to just go through all my clothes. Anyway, I'm probably going to try to read a little bit and relax because I've been running around all day today. I'm just so exhausted and drained. I need a little bit of self-care and me time. So let's go ahead and do that. And then once that's done, I might, let's talk about books later because I feel like that'll be a good opportunity to talk about some of the books that I want to put in my July TBR. We can choose books that'll go on my poll for my book club pick for July. I have a book club on Fable, it's free. If you want to join in on all the book discussions, definitely go ahead and check it out. I'll put it in the description below. It's free, it's on Fable, it's super fun. I love the interface there and I love talking to all of you guys about the book that we read together on a monthly basis. I post a poll every month to pick the book that we are going to read in the next month. So I do have to do that poll soon since it's the end of June now. So I think it'll be really fun for us to maybe use the TBR cards or jar to pick out the books that will land on the poll there. And we can curate our July reads and talk about books that we are looking forward to in the next month. So let's do that after I regain some energy. I genuinely did not think that this video was going to span across 3 whole different days, but here we are, and I hope you're still enjoying our time together so far. Romper is next to me, but you can't see him. He's been very snuggly this morning, but also just very like attached to me. He's glued to my hip, so if you see him appear here and there, it's because he's just chilling and having a great Sunday. Anyway, I am here sitting on the floor of my office because I thought it would be really fun for us to do a TBR Jar Chooses Our July reads for the month, because it is June 27th, I believe, 28th. And we do need to pick some books out that we want to consider reading for the month. I want to say that these are definitely not going to be all the books that I'm going to read in July, because I have been reading maybe on average like 2, if it's a good month, 3 books a month, because I've just been so incredibly busy, not gonna lie. But we are going to keep these books on our radar, and all of these books that we choose from the TBR jar will end up on a poll on my Fable book club called Sunset Reading. I'll post a link in the description, and you can vote for the book that you want to read for July together as a group. All right, I have my cup of coffee here. Wow, it is filled to the brim, so I'm just gonna be a little careful. Maybe I'll just put it to the side right here because it's a bit less risky. I also have my TBR cards behind me and the jar. I'm going to use the jar today because I thought it would be so cute to just be able to pull out prompts and read it to you, especially because I haven't used the jar method in a really long time. And isn't this little bookmark so cute? It has a dragon on it. And my friend Ashton, she is such a huge reader as well, and she gifted me this as part of her birthday gift to me, and I love using it. Oop, that's a little loud, sorry. I thought it would be so cute to like use it to, you know, swirl the jar, and I love how it just kind of nests on the jar like that as decoration. But just so that it doesn't annoy the heck out of you with the noise, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this and then pull out the prompt that we want to use. For my Fable book club, I typically choose a physical book to read with the group because I really want to make my way through my physical TBR. As you can see here, these are all the books that I haven't read so far that I own. Rest of my books that I have are on my Kindle, but I feel like those I don't want to choose as my book for the book club pick. Wow, words are hard today. So for the most part, we're gonna try to pick all the prompts out of this jar and match it with a physical book that is on this shelf right now. You should be able to see all of them, I hope. Okay, let's pick the first prompt. I'm so excited because I haven't done these like TBR jar picks my reads for the next month in so long. This is giving me all the joy right now. Okay, so I have this one. No, it says opposite of the last prompt, but we didn't pick a last prompt. This is the first prompt, so I'm gonna put that back in the jar. Hopefully I'll get a more helpful one. This one, it says, what are the odds that, okay, so I picked double up on the last prompt. What are the odds that, okay, going back in the jar. Third time's the charm. All right. Hopefully this one actually works. Oh, okay. This one's a good one. Book with color in the title. Okay. I love that. All right. Let's look over here. Onyx is not a color. One could argue. But I do not want to read this because this is Onyx Storm. This is the 3rd book in the Empyrean series. Is that right? By Rebecca Yarros. The first book in the series is Fourth Wing. I read the first and the second one, and this is the 3rd one. I did not read it because everyone and everyone's mothers were saying that this book ends in a horrible cliffhanger, and I'm not the one to love a cliffhanger, especially in a fantasy series. I need it to have at least some type of conclusion, you know what I'm saying? It can definitely have questions at the end, but I don't want to be like constantly thinking about the major cliffhanger at the end, and then I don't have a book to read next to finalize and close that loop. So I'm just not gonna consider this even as an option. Emerald, one could argue that's a color. I mean, that's a gemstone, but, or is emerald a gemstone? I think it is. It's a stone, right? But one could argue that that is also a name of a color. Maybe I should just pull this out as an option, because if we don't find any other colors, this could make sense. Broken Country, Midnight Show, nope. Correspondent, nope, nope, nope. Going to the second. Oh, I already see Red City. That one is right on the prompt. I'm not really in a big fantasy mood right now, although Trust of the Emerald Sea is a fantasy as well, but it's Brandon Sanderson, who is a author that I've been really wanting to read from. This was also a gift from my friend Ashton, who gifted me this bookmark. She actually gifted me these together. But yeah, so I'm actually more excited about this than I am for Red City by Marie Lu. I actually have absolutely no clue what this one is about, and this is such a pretty special edition cover from Owlcrate. I kind of wish that I didn't stop my subscription from Owlcrate, not gonna lie, but now they have a wait list. They always have a wait list. I finally, sorry, side note, I got off of the wait list for the adult fantasy box for Fairy Loot. I'm still deciding if I want to sign up for it or not, because I stopped Owlcrate and all of my other subscription boxes because I was like, you know, I'm getting these books that like I've never heard of before, and I'm not sure why I need special editions of them. If it's not a book that I've been like dying to read, like I don't need to pay $30 a month to get like a pretty cover of them. So I decided to actually cancel all of them, and then I finally signed up for Book of the Month. I got my first book for $5, so I'm excited for that to come in. That one I don't feel bad about because I get to choose the book, and they're usually pretty trendy and popular books to begin with. Like all the releases that they have, I've heard of at least like one or two of them. And like, for example, yesteryear, I bought my copy from Barnes & Noble for $30 freaking dollars because hard books are so expensive these days. But I could have gotten one through Book of the Month for June because that was their release, one of the releases, the options that you can choose from. And Book of the Month is about like anywhere from like $15 to $18. Girl math, you know? So I definitely am signed up for Book of the Month, and I'm gonna probably continue using that. But so I don't know if I want to do Fairy Loot or not. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I would love to know your opinion. If you have Fairy Loot and you would recommend it, yeah, tell me, please. Okay, anyway, so I got this from Owlcrate. It's called Red City, so obviously there's a color in the title, very, very fitting for the prompt. Is this a standalone? Because that would actually make my decision easier, especially if it's one book. It's a lot easier for me to justify reading it. I also still need to finish the, what is it called? The Belladonna series by Adeline Grace. I read the first one and the second one last month, and then I have the third book left, which is Wisteria, and I want to finish that before I start another fantasy series. You know what I'm saying? So if this is a long series, I don't want to pick it. Okay, let me read the cover and see what it's about actually, because I have no idea. When you win the game of power, who do you lose? Alchemy is the hidden art of transformation. Ooh, I am fascinated by alchemy actually, because I think it's like the transformation of different metals into something else, like you're changing the entity or like the essence of one thing so that it can transform into another thing. So that concept is fascinating to me, so maybe I am interested in reading this. Oh, okay, so the magical system involves alchemy in this world. Okay, that's actually really cool. I'm gonna actually not read anymore because I typically like to go into books blind for the most part. Okay, so I'm not feeling as discouraged by that one as I did. Okay, let's look at the other ones to see if there are any other colors in the name. Nope, nope. Ooh, violet is a color. In this context of the title is a name. So, I mean, but it's still a color. The full title of this book is Violet Thistlethwaite is Not a Villain Anymore by Emily Kremfoltz. I hope I'm saying that right. But beautiful cover. This is also a special edition by Owlcrate. I swear, I love Owlcrate. I kind of miss it. Should I sign up for it again since I need to fill out my physical TBR a little bit more? But anyway, Guy Shadowfade is dead, and after a lifetime as the Dark Sorcerer's right hand, Violet Thistlethwaite is determined to start over, not as the fearsome Thorn Witch, but as someone kind, someone better, someone good. The quaint town of Dragon's Rest, Violet decides, will be her second chance. She'll set down roots, open a flower shop. Oh, that's so cute. Is this like a cozy fantasy? Keep her sentient, mildly homicidal houseplant in check, and prune dark magic from the twisted bows of her life. Okay, so it is a romantasy, I believe, but it sounds kind of cozy. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for a cozy fantasy, to be honest, though, because we're in the middle of summer and cozy fantasies are more for like fall and winter to me in my mind. So I'm gonna actually put this back since we do have some other options to choose from already. Going down to the final shelf. It's so funny because all of my books are shifting to the back because Romper likes to sleep here and then push all the books inwards, which is so funny, but I have to fix it like literally every other day. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have another option I see in the very back, but okay. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Hold on. This one, Black Ties and White Lies. There's 2 colors in here. I think we have to choose this one because literally double whammy. The only thing that I know about this is that it's a romance. In the back, it says, there are secrets hiding in this city full of black ties and white lies. I feel like this one would be really fun for the summer, no? This screams summer to me. It's like summer in the city vibes. I love the cover. This is by, who's it by? Kat Singleton. This is also a special edition cover by the Bookish Box, another subscription service that I was signed up for, but I canceled. Oh my gosh, I think we have to choose this. It says, life is never black and white. 1 minute you're a struggling graphic designer in LA that's finally coming to terms with being single forever. And the next, you're flying to New York in a private jet to get engaged to your ex-boyfriend's older brother. At least, that's what everyone thinks. Forced to clean up his Playboy image in order to protect his company, Beckham Sinclair, the city's most eligible billionaire bachelor, wants me to be his fake fiance and personal assistant. Okay, so fake dating or fake marriage. I typically like that trope, I think. I haven't read too many that are in that trope yet, so I think I enjoy it. I'm pretty sure. Oh, the cover is just beautiful. Look how fun that is. Oh, the holographic is so extra, but I so love it. And ooh, I love the artwork. I think I've made my decision. I think it's going to be this one because it's just so fitting for the season, but also it's on the dot when it comes to the prompt. So next, read a dark academia book. I don't want to do this in the summer. All right, okay, so dark academia. I feel like, based on my knowledge of these books, I don't think any of these are on the first shelf. Let's go to the second one. No, that is not dark academia, I don't think. Okay, so I might be in luck because I don't have any books on here that I think aligns with dark academia as a genre. I don't know, you'll probably see one and then let me know in the comments later, but I personally have zero clue. I don't see any off the bat. So I'm just going to skip that one and put that back in the jar since we couldn't use it. Let's choose another one. A lot of failed prompts today. I'm so sorry. Read a book from a previous TBR. So that one's a good one because I can look at my previous TBR on Fable and pick one that I've been wanting to read. Most from that didn't get picked for book club. So I'm gonna look at my Sunset Reading Book Club lobby and see in my poll which one I had on there. Okay, so in the poll last month, I had Yesteryear, which got chosen and we already read. The Correspondent was another option, which only got 9% of the votes. I'm currently reading Funny Story by Emily Henry right now as we speak, so that one I can't choose for this TBR. The next one is As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow, and I have that actually as a physical book somewhere here. It's either this one or Tress of the Emerald Sea. And that one I also had for the other prompt, but that's another option because that was from the poll. And The Correspondent. To be honest, I have been really wanting to read this Correspondent by Virginia Evans because I've heard so many people give this 5 stars. So I'm leaning more towards this, and I feel like it's just a shorter title. And I need more short books in the summer because I just feel like I want to get some more momentum when it comes to reading. So I might choose this for the prompt. Yeah, I feel good about that. I'm going to put these back again. Okay, let's pick the next prompt. We gotta kind of hurry up because I am killing time here. Book with and in the title. Okay. So that's an interesting one. I feel like I would have a lot of options, no? Maybe not. I don't see any with and. So, The Night and the Moth. This book is a hefty book. It has like really thick pages, but it has the most stunning sprayed edges. I love that. This is by Rachel Gillig. I hope it's a standalone, because if it is, then I would totally be into reading it, because this is a highly anticipated book for me. Alrighty, what else has and? None of these, so we're in the second shelf. Nope. Oh, hemlock and silver, but like the and is an ampersand symbol. Have I ever read T. Kingfisher's books? I don't think I have. But is this a series? I might need to look it up, but this is another special edition cover from Owl Crate, which I love. In the cover, it says healer Anja regularly drinks poison. It says not to die but to save, seeking cures for those everyone else has given up on. So I kind of don't want to read this because, like I said, I'm in the middle of the Belladonna series and that's about poison. I just don't want to like mix them up in my brain. So this one's gonna go back. Okay, we're on the third level. Before I let go, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I think this is the only book with and in it, aside from, you know, the hemlock and silver. So I guess this is the book that'll land on the poll too. Read a book with a title related to nature. Okay, that one's a fun one. Related to nature. Wild. Any of the Wild, Wild Love, Wild Eyes, Wild Side by Elsie Silver. I still haven't read this notoriously famous, notoriously, is that the right word to use? I don't know. It's very, very well known by the book community, and I have been wanting to read this. These are special edition covers that I got from the Bookish box, I believe. I feel like Wild kind of has like, you know, it alludes to nature in a way. Onyx Storm. Storm is very naturey, but I don't want to read this. And also, I don't even remember the plot of the first book nor the second book, so I'm gonna have to read like a recap video before I get into this one because I refuse to reread those. Invisible Life, nope. Legendborn, no. Oh, Broken Country. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I might not even need to look further. Maybe I will. Okay, so this one is a really, really big contender though. I feel like this is gonna be the way to go. Overgrowth. Oh my gosh, that one's very naturey as well. Overgrowth is a sci-fi book, and I got this from a book box as well. But she's thick. She's very thick. And I think it's like a sci-fi thriller type of book. It seems really, really interesting, but I do get a bit intimidated by how long this book is. It's 469 pages. Okay, but I do think that this will be worthwhile reading. I'm very intrigued by the concept. Okay, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. Nature. Okay, there's a lot of naturey books, I am not gonna lie. Like Never the Roses. Roses are naturey, but I don't want another fantasy, like I said. I'm not like, I just need to finish the Belladonna series before I get into a new one. As long as the lemon trees grow, that could work as well. But okay, honestly, I'm gonna go with Broken Country because I've seen so many people talk about this book online. So I want to know what it's about. I think it's a thriller, and I love a good thriller, and it's not a super long book. So yeah, I feel good about this one. Okay, final prompt. Let's speed this up, shall we? Book with a blurb by an author you know. Okay. Oh gosh, this is gonna be tough. Okay, what is a book that I want to read? And then we'll go from there and see if there's a blurb by an author that I know. Oh, okay, you know a book that I want to read? Dungeon Crawler Carl. I recently hauled this actually from my Barnes & Noble trip. I know that this is becoming a show, so I feel like this would be the perfect thing if there's a blurb by an author that I know on the back. Patricia Briggs, don't know. Will White, don't know. No, I really wanted to read this one. Okay, we have to put that one back, unfortunately. Maybe I'm gonna try The Dreamboat again because this, or no. Oh my gosh, it is so similar. Like the shape and the vibes of these books are so similar that I thought that I had picked this for something. I guess not. Okay, let's see if there's a blurb by someone that I know here. Okay, there's like literally no blurb by anyone here, so I'm gonna pass on that one. I've been wanting to read a Sola ever since a bookseller has recommended this to me, so maybe if there's, this was by Reese's Book Club. And let's see if I know anyone on the back. No, there's no, it's just like magazines. Okay, that doesn't work. I'm gonna look at Dolly Adderton's Good Material because I got this book from my friend Jenna and she gifted this to me for my birthday. So maybe I could do this. There's a quote from The Independent. Nope. USA Today. Nope. Elle. Those are all like magazines and publication companies. Why is it? Okay, Sally Rooney. Let's try this one. Maybe I just don't know a lot of author names. Okay, that one I don't know. Maybe we'll try Lessons in Chemistry. Come on. There has to be an author that I know. Oh, okay. I think this is it. Stephen King wrote a blurb. I've been wanting to read this, so this will be the book. I'm not going to look any further because I feel like we really had to investigate. That is everything. Let's do a mini recap of all the picks for July that will land on my poll that you can choose from these 5 books to read together as my book club in Fable, like I said a million times. For the prompt, book with color in the title, Black Ties and White Lies by Kat Singleton. For the prompt, read a book from a previous TBR. It's going to be The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. Third prompt is a book with "and" in the title, and that's going to be The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. For the prompt, read a book with title related to nature. It is Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. Last but not least, book with a blurb by an author you know, Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. These are the the July TBR for the poll, and I'm gonna try my best to read at least, obviously I'm gonna read one of these books for sure with our book club, but I'm gonna try my best to read maybe one other book from this pile. The rest of them is kind of like a freebie. If I feel like I want to read them still for July, then I will. But aside from that, I also am a huge mood reader, so I'm just gonna consider these. But if I don't want to read them, then I'll just pick another book from my Kindle. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it was a little chaotic, not gonna lie, because I meant to film this video all in one day, but obviously that did not happen. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed your time, and let me know in the comments if you have any other video requests that you would like to see from me. I would love to try to inject more and more ideas from you into my videos. Also, let me know if you've read any of these books and if you have a favorite out of this pile, because I would literally love to talk about books in the comments. I know we didn't wrap up any of the house stuff, but I'm hoping that in the next hangout we'll be able to do a lot more of that together. So setting up the lamp in the bedroom, or maybe I'll show it to you after I do that offline, because it's like boring stuff. Also the dresser, I need to make that today and then set it up in the primary closet situation that we have in our bedroom. So once that's set up as well, I'll give you another tour, I guess. A lot of tours so far going into this house mini project era that I'm in. Thanks so much for watching, and if you want more content on slow hobbies, intentional living, balancing our day-to-day lives, finding meaning in everything, finding the daily little joys and glimmers in life, definitely go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you here. I love the community that we're building here because it truly gives me so much happiness seeing all of the discussions happening on my YouTube channel, Instagram page, my Patreon. Oh my gosh, I am so grateful for you. Thank you. Cheers to more meaningful days ahead, and let's do this again soon. Bye.